Look, I'm just going to come right out and say it. You have probably been blindly giving away your personal power your entire life. Seriously, without even noticing it. Every single time you've reacted to someone who didn't deserve it, or over-explained yourself to people who were completely committed to misunderstanding you, you literally handed them a piece of your peace. But today that ends. We are unpacking an incredibly fascinating piece of source material called the Untouchable Playbook. It's a modern breakdown of Machiavellian tactics designed to help you dominate without confrontation and win without fighting.
So, let me ask you, are you just utterly exhausted by people draining your energy? Does it feel like your daily interactions leave you completely depleted? Because, well, most people are operating on pure autopilot right now. Someone toxic starts some drama and boom, they immediately engage, they think they're being strong by defending themselves, but in reality, they're acting like that one background app on your phone that just silently drains your battery down to zero. They are making themselves incredibly easy targets for toxic interactions.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the real power players guard their attention like it is the most valuable currency on Earth, because it is. Attention is not merely focus, guys. It is your ultimate source of personal power. Every single time you give someone your attention, you're spending your mental bandwidth. Think about the last time you spent, 45 minutes arguing with a total stranger in a comment section? Just like money, the second you start throwing it around carelessly, you go broke. Handing over your attention to a hater is literally handing them the keys to your emotional state.
To reclaim that currency, we're going to follow this literal escape map from emotional exhaustion. We'll be looking at 1. The price of reaction. 2. The weapon of silence. 3. The power of absence. 4. Erasing the unworthy. 5. Armor of indifference. And finally, 6. Winning by doing nothing. This is your guide to transforming from a reactive target to an untouchable master. Let's get to it.
Number 1. The price of reaction. It is time to stop going bankrupt on toxic people.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core choice you have to make. The source material highlights a crucial question you need to ask yourself before engaging with anyone. What am I getting in return for this investment? When someone leaves a nasty comment and you spend 3 hours crafting the absolute perfect comeback, what's your ROI? 0. Absolutely nothing except stress. That's the old you, wasting currency by constantly arguing, defending, and explaining yourself on autopilot. The new move? Guarding gold. This means creating a strict, uncompromising filter. You read the disrespectful message, you feel nothing, and you just delete it. You do not open the gate unless the person standing there has actually earned access to your energy.
Which brings us to tactic number 2, the weapon of silence. Forget everything you know, because this is the most aggressive move you can make.
Seriously, forget the whole idea that silence makes you look weak or implies surrender. According to the psychology outlined in our sources, silence is actually an incredibly aggressive move. When someone attacks you and you hit back with words, you're playing by their rules. You're giving them the exact reaction they're practically begging for. But silence? Silence communicates complete and utter indifference. It stops the game completely and shifts all the power directly back to you. Listen, every word you speak is ammunition. Every time you defend yourself, you reveal exactly what bothers you. Silence gives your enemies absolutely nothing to twist. They're just left standing there, talking to a brick wall.
Let's move to tactic 3 and see how this builds. The power of absence. We're talking about withdrawing strategically, not completely.
Now, to be crystal clear, this isn't about ghosting the entire world or running away to become a hermit. Complete withdrawal is just running away. What the text advocates is rigorous control over your availability. Take the person who is the backup plan. They are instantly accessible, always responding immediately, dropping everything for everyone else. What happens? They become a commodity. It's actually suffocating. Compare that to the priority. This person is physically present, but predictably unpredictable. They are incredibly selective about their availability. And you know what? That strategic scarcity breeds deep respect. It creates a magnetic obsession, simply because human beings value what they cannot easily control.
Section 4. Erasing the unworthy. This is all about the mind-breaking effect of being ignored.
This is where we get into the heavy psychological warfare of giving someone absolutely nothing to work with. Human beings are biologically wired to crave closure. We desperately need to understand cause and effect. So when you completely erase someone from your reality who is trying to provoke you, you deny them that closure. You plunge their mind into pure chaos. Their brain just goes into overdrive, trying to solve a puzzle that literally has no solution. They build entire internal narratives, fighting this exhausting battle in their own head. And the brilliant part is, you aren't even on the battlefield.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it categorizes exactly who deserves this treatment. Our source identifies 3 distinct threats. First, enemies, the ones actively plotting against you. Don't expose them, just out-secede them. Second, critics, people with absolutely nothing to offer but negativity who desperately need your attention to survive. Do not feed them. But the third threat? That's the sneakiest. The energy parasites. Come on, we've all had that one friend who treats every minor inconvenience like a Category 5 hurricane that only you can fix, right? They drain you dry under the guise of friendship and give absolutely nothing back. Erase them, quietly and completely. Moving to Section 5, Armor of Indifference. It is time to become emotionally bulletproof. Manipulative people rely entirely on your emotional triggers. If your anger makes you predictable, or your desperate need to feel respected makes you controllable, you are an emotional hostage. Indifference is the armor that blocks them out entirely. Building it takes 3 simple steps. Step 1. Identify your triggers. What makes you defensive? You have to map out your own weak points. Step 2. Acknowledge the attempt to bait you. Recognize the exact moment someone is trying to push that button. And step 3. Let the noise bounce off without reacting. If someone calls you lazy and you know your own work ethic, their opinion is mathematically irrelevant. You completely stop being a predictable target for them. And finally, Section 6, winning by doing nothing. Ascend through calculated inaction. So the crucial point is contrasting the exhausting act of controlling the narrative versus just letting your success be the proof. This is the ultimate Machiavellian state. Most people think power is about constantly fighting, making noise, defending your name. But the most powerful move is often calculated inaction, conserving your precious energy and letting certain situations resolve themselves. Imagine someone is spreading rumors about you. The old you panics, exhausts yourself trying to defend yourself to everyone. The new you does absolutely nothing. You let the rumors run their course while you just keep producing results. You let the truth reveal itself naturally. The liars eventually look completely foolish, and you saved 100% of your energy.
And the exact same logic applies to your ambitions. When copycats try to compete with you, the old you would engage, right? You'd try to outdo them, constantly looking over your shoulder. But why run a race you didn't even sign up for? The new you ignores the competition completely. You stay laser-focused on your own path and keep innovating. By refusing to engage, you put yourself in a completely different race altogether. You create a distance they can literally never close, simply because you refuse to even step onto their track. The source material leaves us with one definitive mantra to anchor all of this. I am untouchable. It demands a commitment from you, starting today. Stop fighting fake battles. Stop handing over your hard-earned emotional currency to people who haven't earned a single cent of it. You attract through absence, you reign through silence, and you win through calculated inaction. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. Are you ready to finally close the gate to your attention, stop giving your power away, and truly become untouchable? Think about it. Thanks for exploring this with me on The Explainer, and I'll catch you next time.